A leadership conference under the theme More Than Winning was organized in Colombo today by the Interact students of St. Peter's College. The event saw several eminent speakers share their thoughts and experience with over 400 participants.
I think you learn more through failures than actually winning something or through your success. So the fact that you understand the processes of getting to that end goal, obviously what Johan and Jayanti and everyone else said, it's important that you understand your limitations and your strengths and weaknesses. We won a 2014 World Cup, but we lost 4 along the way. The morning after those each and every World Cup probably was the worst experience in my cricketing career. You don't want to get out of the bed purely because you let your teammates down, you let an entire nation down. But the only thing which kept us going as a group was that we realized the processes that we had put in as a team was correct. So that is why I firmly believe there's something more than to win. You learn, you assess along the way a lot more than actually getting to that point.
Generally, my advice to young people is don't overplan your life. Have some idea of where you're taking it, work the short term, but don't be too prescriptive saying, I want to get from here to here and here to here and this is how and this is what. Because we all know Sri Lanka and its glorious uncertainties. You never know when something new will happen, and life is also like that. So you set up for bigger disappointment if you plan too many steps ahead. You need to be clear where you're heading. You need to take your first few steps, but don't plan the whole journey. Have an open mind, have a curious mind. Couple that with a mindset for growth.
So when I say that we can't conquer nature, what I mean is that nature is far too powerful for us. Think about the floods we have every single year in this country. The tsunami that happened many years ago. We can't conquer all that, we can't conquer it. But what we can conquer, and I'd like to say 3 things here. 1, we can conquer our minds. No matter what, if we have put a lot of hard work, if we believe in ourselves, it doesn't matter if we have all the experience and all the training over years. If we do not believe that we can do something, then you won't make it. Secondly, we can also conquer our fears. I've learned that, okay, these are things that scare me. How can I overcome that? Talk to people who do this. Read about it. Find out how can you get better? How can you know this thing that makes you scared? And I would also like to say that we can conquer gender stereotypes. I feel that all of us, as boys, as girls, as men, as women, we all face these stereotypes in our society, which I believe only prevent us from being the best we can be.
All of you guys are really young, and as you step out into the world and you begin to look for something, to search for something meaningful, remember that leadership can only be sustained if you find your purpose. And so when the times are not too good, when you lose, when you're defeated, when you're insulted, your purpose will help you move forward, and that's leadership. See, some people believe that Sri Lanka is in decline, that protecting ourselves against what's going on overseas globally, that by insulating ourselves and by applying the recipes of the last century, we'll be okay. Other people believe that we are in a slow decline, and that this political juggling that we see today, and we've seen for the past so many decades, UNP, SLFP, SLFP, UNP, UNP, SLFP. Then they change their UPFA, UNF, it keeps going. It's like it's juggling. And that the same faces and the same people will somehow provide us with a different future. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that Sri Lanka is in decline. I don't believe that we are going to go into some sort of slow death. I believe that our leaders and politicians and their models have failed, but Sri Lanka has not failed.
The rector of St. Peter's College, Reverend Father Rohit Rodrigo, graced the occasion as well.